Now the last thing remaining is the animation. So we'll set up the animations. Let's add a canvas group and an animator. Canvas group and an animator. And we are in the we'll create a new folder and call it animation. Player controller, player choice handler, and open. So let's create animator. Where is the animator controller? Call it player choice, duplicate it again, rename it to opponent choice. Opponent choice. Two more controller, opponent choice one. Let's selected and player choice one. Let's rename it to. So these are the four animator controllers. The next four are for like the two images we are going to show. So let's create UI image. From the center, width and height to what was it, 200 by 200. Let's set the position X to 0 and position Y to 2. So it's on the top. And we won't add any sprite for now. Let's rename it component image selected. Duplicate it again. And we'll call it layer image selected. And change the position Y to negative 1200. We'll add animator to both of it. So let's add the animator controller to everything. The first one is the player choice handler. We'll add the player choice controller, opponent choice handler, choice animator controller, and the two images. The two images will have the opponent selected, the opponent image, and the player image will have the player selected. So these are all the animator controller, the animations. Now let's set up the animation. We'll just create two animations for each of them. The first one is the idle and the second one is the move. And the animations are called when the game is ended. So when the text is displayed, just before the text is displayed, call the set image and then set animations. So let's set the animations from now. Let's add an animator window and one animation window. There's some open space. Set it here. So first it is player choice handler, no animation. We'll rename it to idle, but call it anim _. What was it for? Player was for player choice idle. Anim player choice idle. There's nothing, which is the default state. Go to the opponent choice handler, create anim. We'll call it as animation. Opponent choice idle. Again, this will do nothing. Only for opponent image selected. We'll add an animation. Call it image image idle. Let's see if the name are correct. And the player image selected. Create. We'll call it slash player image idle. So these are all the idle animations. The default state, we are not doing anything to it. There's nothing. Now let's add one more animation to it. The first one is for the player choice. Create a new clip and we'll call it as anim under slash player choice move. So what will happen? We are setting it on the player choice. Here is the animation. And let's go to the game view. Nothing is happening right now, but we'll add a property first. Canvas group alpha property. When it hits, need the to set it to 0. So let's see what happens. When the frame is increasing in 1 second, it is set to 0. And we need one more thing. We need to push it to the bottom. So we'll add one more property. Rectilinear transform, third position. Yeah, it's anchored position. We'll set it to -12. The first one is the negative. Okay, I didn't enter it. There's a problem. Let's delete keys. Add property. Let's add the alpha property. Rate go to 6. Add it to 0. One more property. The third position. Set it to -12. Let's see how it goes. It's going like this. We'll add for the opponent choice too. We'll add new clip. Call anim under slash opponent choice slash move. Add the canvas group alpha property. Go to the 60th frame and set it to 0. Add the rectilinear transform anchored linear position property and set it to 1200. Done. So this animation is also working. Now for the opponent image selected and the player image, we'll need it to be at the -500. So we just need the third position. So first that not in the image, create new, and we'll call it anim player selected. Okay, player image, opponent image. Okay, it's on the opponent image. Anim slash opponent image. Oh, so what it does is just the anchored position, rectilinear transform, get to the frame 60 and add the position wife to. And similarly for player image selected, create new clip, animator slash player image move, and we'll set the anchored position property and go to the 60th frame and we'll set it to -500 option. So everything's good. Now we'll need 4 animator controllers in the game manager, the image, and the two sprites, and the animation will be done. Everything else is working fine. So let's set up the animations and the animate. So let's go to the game manager script where so let's set the image. First, serialize field image, here selected, we'll just call it select image. Player image, yeah, player image is good, and the another one is opponent image. And we'll need two sprites. Player sprite, the next one and sprite, and the four animator controllers. Animator. The first one is the player choice, player select, and I think it's conflicting with the name. Yeah, I told you it will conflict with something, so it's always good to add another name. How was it called? M under slash slash. My let's add an underscore. Underscore is good. Yeah, let's add underscore. We have the animators, we have the image, we have everything. What remaining is only the functions. So let's collapse sizing. We have already created it. Everything is set in the determined winner. When the winner is determined, we'll set image. And we'll set animation. So let's create the public void set image. And public void the public void set image will set just the player image dot image, player image dot player image dot sprite equals to player sprite, and opponent image dot sprite is equals to opponent. So the sprite is selected, and in the set animations we'll set the player choice and opponent choice animation under slash player choice dot play slash opponent choice dot play slash player select dot play and slash select dot play. Now we'll check whatever the name was. So for the player choice, it was anim under slash player choice move. Anim is small, player choice move slash opponent choice move. Similarly for player select, the slash player selected move, and for the opponent select anim under slash opponent selected. Let's see if the name are correct. Okay, it was image, player image move, and player of image, it was player image move, player choice move, and opponent. Let's set the image and set the animation. Let's see working. Let's save everything and go to the Unity editor. Let's add all the references in the game manager. The first one is the player image, opponent image, player sprite, player image, opponent image, player sprite, and opponent sprite. Okay, well, there's one more problem. Just do it. Player choice handler, player select, player sprite, player select as game manager, player image selected. So there is a little bit problem with the set image because we don't have sprites for now. So let's add the sprites. Where is the game manager? 0 and 1. So let's add the sprites for now. And it's working. Name is incorrect for the player. Player choice move. Slash okay. How to okay, that was in the slash move. Everything was fine, it's just here player. Now let's see if it works. Player choice. First, let's change the animation. The animator, set the loop to off. Again in the animator, set the loop. Set the loop time. Wait again. The player is not moving. There is a problem with the player choice handlers. Player choice. Fine. So there should be problem with the name. It's set in the game manager. Player image selected. Player choice handler animate. What is the name? Animate. Animate slash player choice. Animate slash player choice. Player choice slash PLA. Why is it not working? Let's change the sprite. We'll set the sprite depending on player sprite and open sprite. We'll set it depending on the rock sprite, paper sprite, and the scissors. So how are we gonna do it? Set image, player image dot sprite. Okay, we'll need to here set image. We need another one, like void set image, which takes target and this, let it. So we'll switch on the choice. In condition is just use this choice dot per case of choices dot paper get dot equals to first break. Case choices dot rock target dot sprite equals to rock sprite pick this choices dot there's dot sprite, this is a sprite break, and we'll set the image of first player image to player choice and the opponent image to opponent. Hmm. So now it will show depending on the player choices, the player image and the opponent image. I didn't show the Visual Studio one, so let's show it now. So I did nothing, just add a set image function which takes an image and the choices, and depending on the choice, it set the target sprite to the paper sprite, rock sprite, or scissor sprite. Call it on the player image, player choice, and opponent image on the opponent. Let's go back to the Unity editor. Let's add all three sprites to it. Rock, rock sprite. This one is scissor sprite, and this. So let's select it. Select rock, showing paper, game manager, rock sprite. Okay, that was there's will there's sprite. This is the paper. We'll have the paper sprite. So we'll select rock, rock, That's a problem. We'll need to set the events. Okay, so it's working. We just we need to set the z index. Settings bg. See how it wrong. The only problem is with the player choice handler. We have the player choice controller and the player choice controller. There is the animation player choice animator control. We have just okay. That was not some. It was just name was not correct. Write it again. Player. See, it works fine. So there was no, and we can restart and play it again. That's the end for now. I'll That was it for in this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask them in the comment section. And if you like the video, then do like and subscribe to Zaref Game Dev. Thank you for watching.